Okay, so now we are in Photoshop. Okay, what we need to do is to open up that picture that we saved, which is the Coke UV. Okay, I save it out as a JPEG, so this is what we get. Okay, let's say if I zoom in again. Okay, you can see that it's actually quite high res. So what we need to do now is to get that picture again. Here, I have this picture. Here you have it in your WIG5 folder. Okay, let me see your Coke picture. Okay, we need this picture. This will be put inside in the UV later. And we also need the top, right? The can top picture. So this is the can top picture. So what I need to do now is to actually drag this out. Okay, drag this out, drag this out. Okay, so I press V to move it to the UV texture. Close this. Same with this. Right, so everything will be inside this. Right, let me bring in this layer. Right, so you have the background layer. Okay, what we practice is we double click on the background to name it as a UV, and then we place it on top of everything, and then we change the layering, okay, the blending to multiply or screen, right, depending on what background you have. Right, so this will enable you to see the textures at the bottom. Right, so the first thing you need to do now is to move this, okay, and scale it so that it fits, okay, the corresponding UVs. Okay, so fit it like that. Okay, doesn't matter if it's overflowing, because 3D Max will only see what's inside these lines here, right? Whatever outside is ignored. So same thing, if you want this to be just nice like that, okay, what I usually do is to make it larger. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's overflowing. Okay, of course you can do a little bit more Photoshop work here, okay, but that's not the topic that we want. Okay, just leave that to your creativity. Okay, what I want is to now actually select. Okay, I just use a trick to select. Okay, use a magic wand, select the inside of this circle. Okay, I'm just selecting the inside of this UV, and then I will select the picture and actually select inverse. Okay, and I delete the rest, okay, by pressing backspace. Okay, so that will clean up this picture here. Right, so I have a picture for my, okay, let me deselect. Okay, by pressing Ctrl D. Okay, I have a picture for my top. Now I need a picture for my bottom. Okay, so I need to actually duplicate this layer. Okay, and I'll just use, okay, of course the bottom doesn't have a tab. Okay, so what I'll need to do is to use Photoshop's stamp tool, okay, to create an illusion, okay, that this is actually the bottom. Okay, so just do some image manipulation. Okay, I'm just pressing alternate to the nearest area so that you can see a clone, right? So hence the name stamp tool. Okay, let me take this picture here. Okay, don't have to be really clean, okay, because we just want to practice. Okay, so right, so if you're done, okay, you should have 4 layers like this. Okay, you can see that if I zoom in, I have actually overlapped them, okay, which is still okay. Right, so if you want, you can just overlap them. Okay, if not, you can be perfectionist and make everything the same. Okay, so now I'm ready with my picture. Okay, I'll rename it. Okay, the most important is to actually turn off these lines here. Otherwise, what you get in 3D Max is this line as your picture as well. So tick off and then save as. Okay, make sure it's a JPEG or a TIFF, and then you name it something that you know later. Okay, that this is not just a Coke picture by itself, but it is a Coke map, right? So you assign this map to our 3D Max. Okay, so just save this, and then we'll go back to 3D Max.